There is a place like no other place on earth, a land full of wonder, danger, and mystery. They say to survive in this land, you need to be as mad as fraudpreneur, which is luckily I am. Welcome to that wonderland, where technology is mixed with fiction, illusion blended with reality. For us, we are living in this intelligence age, where all these entrepreneurs, or we call them fraudpreneurs, they are trying to convince us with all these technologies, with unbelievable solution, with impossible achievement. And they are using a very simple trick. They say, fake it until you make it. Show us what is wonder, what's gonna happen, but get the information first, the technology first. No, they are going and showing us a show. They are staging a show on the stage, showing us this is how the technology is working in a video, hoping they get our investment, and they are praying to God that the technology is gonna function in the future. So let's discuss before we start this journey. What is the definition of fraud? Fraud is all about a promise. So in my wonderland, I'm coming to you today as the Mad Hatter from Wonderland. And in my wonderland, there is this magic mushroom. If you eat this mushroom, you will become bigger. So many of you say, really? I said, yes. So you buy this mushroom, you eat it, and then you discover nothing happening. So what do we call this? We call it fraud. So what is the definition of fraud? The definition of fraud is violation of trust. So it's all about the concept of trust. So when we are speaking about fraud, if I go and give you a promise that this technology is going to work, and then you buy it, and then it will not work, I am actually doing fraud about you. And that's what's happening in fintech. That's what's happening with AI. That's what's happening with robotics. Just last month, Elon Musk going and saying, look at my robots, but they are actually not functioning. Why? Because in the head office, someone moving them, and he's saying, yes, we have robotic solution. Yes, you have a machine that's remotely controlled by a human. That's not robotic. But unfortunately, this is what's happening in the world we are living in. Everyone trying to convince us of technology that doesn't exist, hoping they will get our money as investors, hope we'll get our money as customers, and will get government funding because they are introducing this renewable, fintech, unbelievable technology. And then at the end of the day, we discover they lied to us. They did fraud against us. So how they are achieving these objectives? How they are violating our trust? They say there is a very interesting book called Good Strategy, Bad Strategy by Harvard Business Review. And this book will speak about how these fraudpreneurs are tricking us by using what we call fluff. So what is fluff? It's a big word that convincing you of something. Like, our organization is using cloud computing. Yeah, what is cloud computing? You are putting your information on the internet, but nice word, fluff word, right? We are using the Internet of Things. Yeah, what is the Internet of Things? We are connecting our servers and our operation to the internet. Nothing. We are using cloud computing. What is the cloud computing? You are using certain machines that have advanced capability. That's it. It's not a big thing, but our executive, if you see when they are speaking to investors, they are saying, we have AI, we implemented fintech with cryptocurrency, and they are using all this fluff word just to convince us with their solution. Which is really interesting when you are trying to trick these investors, right? In the old days, in 1770, imagine, a guy invented the first AI. He invented a chess machine that can play chess using certain algorithm. And even Napoleon Bonaparte, he lost in front of this machine. Someone said, really? They invented AI? Yes. And this AI was working perfectly until fire happened. When fire happened, someone escaped from the machine and we discovered there is a human inside. And this is what we called mechanical Turk, which is a technology telling us that this technology exists, but actually is not a technology. It's a fake technology controlled by a human. And this human is actually managing this technology, but we are convinced that actually the technology is working. Unfortunately, this is what happened in so many solutions. And this is what we called vaporware. The concept of vaporware, that actually a product promising us something that doesn't exist. First, they request our orders. And so many companies today, they are doing this. They are saying, I will show you the demo. Look, this is my product. And then you say, okay. They say, you need to pre-order it. You need to spend money. So millions of customers will pre-order it, and millions of investors will invest. And then once they have the fund, they tell engineers, hey guys, let's create the technology. Who did this? The first one who did this is Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison went over the media and he told us, look, I have light bulb. Everyone said, yes, yes. But he went back to the engineer, he said, I just announced in the media, I don't have it yet. We need to work quickly to make it. And thank God, Thomas Edison was able to make it. But it was a vaporware. It was a technology that doesn't exist, that they just made an announcement about it. And so many organizations, they are doing it in the same way. Like in the dot-com era. In the dot-com era, when internet happened in 2000, we discovered so many companies, more than 160 listed companies in US. Between the year of 1998 and 1999, they mentioned the word internet. They say, we are moving to the internet. Some say, what do you mean? Oh, we are creating a website and added .com after our name. Okay, what you are going to offer? We don't know, but we have a website. So believe it or not, companies in US, the valuation of them went more than 50, 100 times just because they added .com after their name. And some companies, they worth nothing. They just started. They just created a website. Now they are valued at hundreds of millions just because they say we are going to offer our solutions online. And all the investors, they are excited. All the customers, they are excited until we discover it's not a .com, it's .con. It was a big scam. Because everyone say the internet is going to create revolution in our life. The same way fire did, the same way electricity did. But we discovered the internet can be used, but there is not unbelievable solution. The same thing was happening today with AI, right? Today, the same thing happening with fintech, with renewable energy. Everyone is going on this, what we call AI hype, AI wave. And they are thinking, if they will implement this solution, they are going to make millions, billions. But until now, we don't know if this solution will work in reality, or if they are even working, or someone controlling them manually in the back. And unfortunately, so many things will happen, not only in the internet age. When we speak about what we call unicorn, in my wonderland, there is a unicorn. Do you believe in unicorn? Do you believe unicorn, they exist? The answer is yes, unicorn, they exist. They are companies who can grow quickly, from zero to billions of dollars. Like what happened with Uber, like what happened with ChatGPT, like what happened with Instagram. A company will come from nothing, then become very big. But the big question here, at the end, these companies, how they are going to make money? What kind of solution they are doing? Uber, until now, they have issues thinking, how can we generate money? And do you know how Uber started? When you are opening the app and you are booking your taxi and you are saying, oh, Uber technology is amazing. Actually, there's a human in the back calling all the taxis manually and checking who's available. But in front of you, you see the technology. You don't see the back end, what's going on. Most of tech companies start by showing investors the technology, like Google Maps. Do you think Google Maps in the beginning, it was like it is today? No. Actually, in the beginning, to convince investors, they created a video. So a big investor came and he said, I want to invest. So what they happened, it was, by the way, not owned by Google, owned by a German company that Google stole their technology, and they were suing them for $1 billion. So this German company, to get investors to be attracted to it, what they said, they created the video. And so the investor said, okay, I would like to see it. So they did the research and they understand the investor is living in this city, in this house. So they told this investor, where do you live, sir? I live in this. Would you like us to zoom in using Google, or not Google, like Earth technology to find where you are? Yes. Okay, here, just type it. They type it, click. Then it will zoom the Earth, the country, the city, your house. This is your house. Oh, wow. Then everyone say, wow, technology is working. But they say, hopefully no one will ask to see his house. Then they were able to get the investment. Thankfully, later, after they got the investment, they were able to create the technology. And this is unfortunately what happened with so many of these solutions, what we call unicorn. Because these fraudpreneurs, they are mixing reality with illusion. They are saying, I believe this technology will work. Then they introduce the technology and hopefully will work. Like so many of us, we are doing over the internet, right? We are trying to say, fake it until you make it. Unfortunately, this is the culture we are living in today. And this is not a nice culture to be in. But everyone's saying, create the hype. Say, I achieve it, and then you can achieve it later. Like what happened with what we call Centra Tech. Centra Tech is founded by 3 founders. These individuals, they say, we are going to transform how we are operating in the Bitcoins industry. Why? If you have a Bitcoin, you can spend it, you can use it. They say, how about we create a debit card? A Visa card connected directly with your digital wallet. So if you go to Starbucks, you can just use it, and in that way, it will convert quickly your Bitcoins to cash. You can use it. You can go to an ATM and withdraw cash. It was a revolutionary idea. But unfortunately, it was a scam. Why? Because Visa, they never agree with them to do anything. Even with that, they publish on their website the logo of Visa. And they created fake demo in front of the investors. You say, how they create fake demo? They took celebrities and they say, here, we give you your card. And the celebrities, they went to the machine and they inserted the card. They requested money, they got the money. They went to a shop, they inserted the card, they bought something and they paid. But you say, but how they did it? The founder of the company used his own credit card. He removed the information from it, and he put the information about his company. It looks like this is a card from the company. And when you are using it, you are using an actual bank card, but in front of the investors, look what? It's a Bitcoin card connected with the Bitcoin account. And they created fake app. So in that way, they show the guy, look here, you take 100, guys, 100. They remove from the app 100. Wow, it's happening in real time. They were able to attract more than $23 million investment. This is what they claim. They say more than 100 of millions of investors, they lost their money with this innovation. But for us as an auditor, as investigator, as financial professional, we could have predicted this. Why? If you go to their website, you'll see something very interesting. You see the founder. Who are the founder? We have Michael Edward, he's the founder. And if you see his profile, he works before in Wells Fargo, and he graduated from Harvard Business School. Wow, amazing. And we have another co-founder, Raymond, which is also he graduated from Harvard School, and he got experience in fintech. And we have Sam, and he is amazing running the operation as the president and the co-founder. Now, all this is nice and flashy on LinkedIn, online. But if you actually just go and do a due diligence, a background check on them, you discover something very interesting. You discover that Sam had no work experience. He didn't graduate in Harvard. He was working in the entertainment industry before. He got nothing to do with fintech or technology. And you can see that Raymond, he was before convicted for doing crimes related to renting and selling cars. You say, what about Michael Edward? Michael Edward don't exist. They went over the internet. They say an old man that looks handsome, and they took it from Google, and they used his photo, and they created fake name to appear that they have a founder with fintech background. So later, when all these investors invested and they lost their money, the investigators, they found out the actual Michael Edward, and they discovered his name is not Michael Edward, and he got no idea that he is being used in this scam. So the question here for you as an auditor, don't believe what you see over the internet. Always go and do your proper due diligence to know exactly who's running the organization. And remember that always fraudsters, they have a way out. They have what we call a jail-free card. You say, what do you mean jail-free card? Can they run away from the punishment? The answer is yes. In this situation, when we discover the whole scam that happened here, we have two individuals we can blame, Sam and Raymond. So what happened? Raymond went to the investigators and he said, I'm willing to give you all the information. I'm willing to give you all the evidence that will ensure you as a government will take action against Sam. And investigators, they love it when someone is giving the information. So they give him a deal. They say, you give us all the information and evidence and you don't serve any time in prison. Jail-free card, right? So in that way, this is what happened. So he was the master of the whole fraud. He did all the fraud. He made all the millions. And then at the end, he didn't go for 1 day to prison. But Sam went for 8 years in prison. And he lost everything. So remember, at the end of the day, when you are going and collecting this information and you see the person who did the fraud is not going to prison because they have a technique, they have an idea how they can run away. But this is not the only case. There is another case of Trevor Milton. What he did, he created renewable energy. Because today we are living in this world where all this renewable energy, right? We call it greenwashing, where someone claiming they have amazing renewable energy technology but doesn't exist. And this is what this guy did. This guy created the first ever renewable truck. He said this truck is gonna drive for 1,000 miles without stopping. No need to do any refueling for 1,000. Wow. How? Is he using electricity? No. He's using a different type of energy. He is using hydrogen technology. Wow. We never ever heard of any machine running with hydrogen. But he invented that. But if you know in science, you understand that hydrogen costs 3 times more than electricity and is very hard to actually manage. So how he is, with his amazing technical background and all his engineers, they were able to create for the first time a hybrid truck where they are using hydrogen technology. Well, he said he got the head of engineers and he got the CEO who are managing the process, which is great. And for him to show us that it's working, he did a live demo where this truck is actually walking on the road using this hydrogen technology. But actually, it was not working on the road. He took the truck on the top of a hill and he made it just go down using gravity, and there is no engine inside. And everyone like, wow, the truck is moving. Yes, because of gravity, my friend. Then he convinced investor, listen to this number, to give him more than 43 billion to go and invest in all this amazing technology. And his company was valued in billions of dollars. For the end to discover that this truck doesn't exist and the technology doesn't exist. And nothing of the hybrid technology and this hydrogen technology is working. But if you did background check on who is the head of engineers, you discover that his previous job was a contractor to do roads. He got nothing to do with renewable energy. And who's the CEO who's running the operation with him, his brother? He was actually operating a restaurant before. He got nothing to do with the operation. So this is why it's your job when you are looking at all these unbelievable solutions to go and check who created these solutions. Not only look at this solution, who's behind them? Do they have the technical expertise? Can they actually achieve this unachievable solution? Or are you mesmerized by the hype? Wow, they use new technology. We don't understand it, but let's go and invest in it. Hopefully, we can make some money. And unfortunately, this is what happened in so many of this innovation. And when we go speak about fintech, which is today we have so many fintechs and so many hypes, do you know we can see Alex Mashinsky, he created what we call a different type of a bank. He said banks are not your friend. Why? Because banks are actually going to take your money and give you a very low interest rate, 1%, 2%, 4%. But he's your friend. Because if you have Bitcoins, what you are going to do with Bitcoins? Why you buy Bitcoins? You buy it, hopefully you'll sell it later at a higher price. You keep it for 1 year, 2 years, then you sell it. He said, during this time, rather than you keep the Bitcoins in your digital wallet, how about you give it to me in my digital wallet? And I give you 8% interest every year. So believe it or not, more than hundreds of thousands of investors, they give him their digital wallets and all the Bitcoins in it. How much is the amount? Only 20 billion. To this guy that we don't know. We have no idea who is this guy. Would you give 20 billion to him? And so many, yes. Because he said banks are not your friend. He's your friend. Then we discover that he is actually using the money and he is gambling in the Bitcoins and he lost all the money. Everything is gone. These big fintech companies who are saying, we have the solution, but actually they don't. This is the reality. This is the danger. When someone will come and say, look at the amazing technology we have. We reinvented the world we are living in. We have created technology.
4 years ago, we started to wonder, what would shopping look like if you could walk into a store, grab what you want, and just go? What if we could weave the most advanced machine learning, computer vision, and AI into the very fabric of a store so you never have to wait in line? No lines, no checkouts, no registers. Welcome to Amazon Go. Use the Amazon Go app to enter. Then put away your phone and start shopping. It's really that simple. Take whatever you like. Anything you pick up is automatically added to your virtual cart. If you change your mind about that cupcake, just put it back. Our technology will update your virtual cart automatically. So how does it work? We used computer vision, deep learning algorithms, and sensor fusion, much like you'd find in self-driving cars. We call it Just Walk Out technology. Once you've got everything you want, you can just go. When you leave, our Just Walk Out technology adds up your virtual cart and charges your Amazon account. Your receipt is sent straight to the app, and you can keep going. Amazon Go. No lines, no checkout. No, seriously.
Seriously, it's wonder, it's magic. You just go to the store, you buy and you leave. Fantastic. And they have this computer vision, walkout technology that's doing all the work. They were able to introduce this to so many stores, and they were able to sell their technology to other retailers for them to use, and all the retailers will say, we have a new technology, it's AI technology, computer vision, we are doing everything fantastically using this amazing advanced solutions. For us to discover later that 70% of the transaction is done manually by thousands of Indians operating in India, monitoring all the screens and manually adding your item. There is no technology there. So don't be afraid when they say AI will take your job. It looks like we are doing the job of AI, but companies claiming AI is working. Humans are taking over AI because AI don't actually work in real life. And this is the interesting about these companies who are claiming what we call AI washing. They are going and telling you, AI solution is working. It's wonder. Look, we are using word AI. Then we discover it's not. Let's take another example. In the insurance business, do you know how hard to get an insurance? You need to go to an agent. You need to give them all the information. Then they need to give you an estimate. Then you get the insurance. Then when you submit a claim, you need to... It's a complicated process. Until one company came and said, we are going to make insurance claim. It's like a wonderland. You are just going to enter the information, and in 3 minutes, you will get your money to your bank account. Imagine. You just go, you have a damaged item, you take your photo, you take a photo, you take a video, you upload it. Within 3 minutes, the money will be in your bank account. You want to get a policy, no issue. You take your phone, you take a photo of the items, you give us the information. In 5 minutes, you get a policy. Why? Because we are using AI technology to be able to filter the claims and identify if it's fraudulent or not. Let's see this technology.
Lemonade is insurance made for the digital age. So if your kitchen toaster becomes a kitchen exploder, you can file a claim right in the app. Just upload a video to the chat, and we'll get you paid before the smoke clears. That's insurance at the speed of, I forgot I was making toast. Lemonade, America's top-rated home and renters insurance. Sign up now.
Lemonade is reinventing insurance, and this is why the value of the company reached to billions. And everyone say, wow, this company is going to go and kill all the other insurance companies because it's using AI to automate the process. Until we discover they have no AI solution. So we asked them, what about the claims? You said upload a video and the system will analyze it. They said, yes, we use what we call psychological concept. If you upload a video, most likely you'll be honest compared if you fill a form. Oh, so you don't have technology? No. What about this process for me to get, actually they have an algorithm, a chatbot, where you give the information, based on the rules, they decide what is your cost. There is no technology, it's only a simple algorithm. So when we discovered that all these big claims, they promise investors, and they did all this advertisement to show you they have the AI technology, is not real, the company collapsed. Because investors, they understood, this is only another insurance agent is buying the insurance from the big insurance company and selling it to you, but they are giving you this hype, oh, it's using AI. And unfortunately, so many of these organizations, they do what we call AI washing. Did you buy this machine? It was just last week here in Oman. We call it AI laundry machine. It's around 900 Omani riyal. Why you need to buy the AI laundry machine? Because this using AI technology will identify what clothes you have inside. And by the way, do you know why it's AI? Because they have a touch screen. Really? Everyone now is putting AI, labeling AI on anything. You have AI chair, you have AI table, AI mug, AI car. Because the minute you add AI, everyone would like to invest, right? They say company in 2022, 10% of them added the word AI. And they saw, oh, everyone is interested. Now, last year, 25%. Today, more than 50% of the companies globally are going and adding AI when they are speaking with their investors. Yeah, we are creating LinkedIn, we are creating the new AI. Gmail, we are creating the new AI. Everyone creating new AI. Even in conferences like this, to attract delegates, we are going to speak about AI. Everyone would like to hear about AI. Someone will come to me in internal audit. They say, do we have AI solution for auditing? Do we have this advanced AI where I click and it will do the audit for me? I don't have to do work. Where it will click, it will identify the fraud. And I always answer them, please don't be tricked by this big solution provider who are promising you that there is AI solution for auditing. Until now, it doesn't exist. The meaning, you can use a process that will do algorithm analytics. Yes. You can use ChatGPT to help you automate your tests. Yes, but there is no a magical button. You can click and will do the work. Yes, there are certain tools can help you in the risk assessment. Yes, but all is based on algorithm, analytics, based on certain kind of capabilities. But until now, we don't have this AI. We don't have this magical solution where you say, here, and the audit is done. Yes, some tools can help you in writing your reports, in creating formatting, in figuring out exactly how to do the documentation faster. But there is no ultimate solution. But someone say, so what should I do? What should I invest in? I always tell them, if you want to invest, don't spend so much money on an unbelievable solution. Invest in something very simple. Some of the solutions that I have seen and they work, something like Teammate, it's a simple solution, plug into Excel. You can use it and you can go and you can do data analytics in real time, do continuous auditing with a very minimal cost. It will cost you less than $2,000. Why should I go invest in 1 million technology that's going to do all this? And then some of these companies who invested, they say, we have no idea how it's working and we don't know how to use it. Do something that's manageable, that you can actually do it in real time. Don't go over all these hypes. Because now everyone is going after the hype, right? How many advertisements you see on YouTube? Would you like to make millions? Yes, how? We have AI investor advisor. And this investor advisor is going to go and tell you exactly what is the market is going to be. This is why the US government, they say, we are suing these companies who are creating, AI investment advisor, where the advisor will tell you the market will go up and down. How they know? They say we use algorithm and AI. Really? No one will know what the market is going to happen. No one can go and tell you. Yes, they can give you some prediction, but they can't actually tell you the future. So these companies who are promising capabilities that they don't exist, we need to, as an auditor, to go after them. And how can you do it inside your organization? Because your organization also going and telling investors, look, we are a bank, we implemented AI solution, right? We are a hospital, we implemented AI solution. We are working in government, we implemented AI solution. So you as an auditor, don't always go and audit the bad news. You need to go and audit the good news. So when your CEO, when your tech guy will go over the news and say, we have the new announcement, the new AI. You need to add this to your audit plan, saying we need to go and audit this good news to ensure that actually the capabilities are there and they are not tricking the customers and the investors by showing a solution that's not working in reality. We need to do assurance over AI to ensure the technology is actually not only working, but actually is not violating any ethics issue. They are not violating any legal issues. They are not in compliance with our regulations inside the country we are operating in to ensure nothing will happen. So before we get started over understanding how you as an auditor, you need to audit AI, let's understand what is the definition of AI, because everyone would say AI. AI is as simple as a task that performed by a human. Now we use a machine to perform the same task. So an AI, a system using human intelligence to perform a task. So for example, when you are using your phone and speaking with Siri and say, Siri, please do this. This is not AI. This, we call it conversational AI. You are telling Siri to perform a task on your behalf, but Siri don't have human intelligence, is not doing a decision, is not making a decision. But so many companies, they are claiming we have AI. Like Spotify. Spotify said, we have AI technology. We call it what? AI DJ. So if you would like to have your own personal DJ, you can subscribe to Spotify DJ and they will create your own DJ. Actually, this is not AI. Why? Because he's taking the list of the songs you like and he's mixing them and he's putting them after each other. That's not AI solution. We need to differentiate between conversational AI and what we call AI agent. What's the meaning AI agent? It's a solution that's performing a task that a human will do. For example, I'm planning a trip to a country, and I will tell AI, can you please go tell me where should I go? He will plan there my plan, where hotel I'm gonna stay. Yes, this is some capabilities. He's making decisions on my behalf, and he's analyzing all the options and give me the best option for me. Not he's carrying out a task I give him. This is a machine. The second thing, which we speak about machine learning. So what is machine learning? If we have large set of data and we need to analyze it to understand, if there are any outlier, any difference, we use machine learning for large set of data. But sometimes we need this software to advance, so we call it deep learning. So in that way, the software is gonna go and look at different trends, it's gonna learn from the changes, and it's gonna do the job much better. But what we are speaking about today, and all the hype today, is about the last one, generative AI. Which is an actual solution that is gonna not only analyze the existing data, but create a new one. Create a new information. They are not gonna only go and tell us about what's going on by looking at historical data, but they are gonna create a new data that don't exist. But don't confuse yourself between this and between chatbot. Chatbot is doing what? It's only conversational AI. We have set of rules and we are using it for us to do the process. But so many companies, they tell investors, we automated our process using AI. We have AI bot now. This is not AI bot, it's a chat bot. You speak with it, and based on number one, you do this, number two, you do this. It's a normal algorithm technology. There is no decision being done. And sometimes these chatbots are stupid. In one company, they are using the chatbot. A customer, he said, yeah, I would like to know about other customers' experience before I buy your product. Can you share with me customer feedback? So the system said, okay. So he went to the internet. On their website, they took one of the customer feedback and he gave it to them. And the customer feedback said, this is the worst product, don't buy it. This system don't understand anything. They are just performing a task. But unfortunately, we think, oh, this is a system. There is intelligence. There is no intelligence. They say computers are morons. They are stupid. They are performing the task we tell them. Compared to the different AI some companies are introducing, this AI will make a decision, will analyze the data, and will come up with insight and to create a new content. And this is the solution we want.
Starting this year, Toyota and Lexus
volume,
luxury
please.
models will come with Amazon Alexa.
Alexa, turn on the AC.
Turning on AC.
Finally, a virtual assistant to help you navigate.
Alexa, where's the nearest gas station?
Nearest gas station in 1.5 miles.
And to help maintain your vehicle.
Alexa, order more brake pads.
Ordering new brake pads. Although maybe if you didn't stop so close to the car in front of
I
you,
left plenty of room.
you drive too aggressively.
If you were just quiet for 2 seconds, 2
She'll
seconds.
talk to you literally the entire time you're driving.
I think you should have turned back there.
I know where I'm going!
Hi, you know why I pulled you over?
No, officer, I have...
Because we were driving 72 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone.
Anything else I should know?
2 miles back, we rolled through a stop sign without coming to a complete stop. Also, there are illegal fireworks in the trunk.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to step out of the car, please.
Amazon Alexa. You'll never get away from her.
And this is the danger. If you are gonna really decide to use AI, AI is gonna know everything about you. They say today we are living in a world with AI is the new electricity. I don't agree. Today we are living in a world with AI is the new engine, and your data is the electricity, right? All this data you are sharing over the internet, someone is going and using it. And these big companies are using your information for them to train their AIs, to understand what you do and control you. Like what happened with so many apps. Today, Amazon is predicting which item you are gonna order next. So he will ship you that item, and then you say, how do you know what I want to order? And they say, if you don't want it, don't worry, you can return it. Today, when you are going and applying for an insurance for your car, the insurance company, believe it or not, if you are driving electric car, they will know everything about you. Like what you saw in the video. This video is not fake. If you are driving Tesla or electric car, they will know if you actually driving and there is a stop sign and you don't stop. They know you are accelerating where there is no camera in Oman, right? Because in Oman, you know where's the camera. So in that way, they will send this information to the insurance agent saying, you don't have any accident, but you are a bad driver. So what will happen? Insurance company will increase your premium. They will publish 300 pages report shared with LexisNexis. And you say, but this is invasion of privacy. No, no, no. When you signed the agreement, you actually said, yes, I accept them to monitor my behavior and share the information. So they know what's happening outside your car and inside your car. where you go and where you come, and who's with you in the car. All this information is being monitored. They know everything about you. Sometimes, if you are using this AI solution, we think they can read our mind.
Hey babe, check this out. Alexa, it's game day.
Streaming football on Prime Video, closing blinds, chilling rosé.
Rosé?
Well, it's an afternoon game.
It's like she can read your mind. Your mind. I love that we get to sleep in.
Ordering fresh mint mouthwash. Extra strength.
I was thinking I should get a spray tan, you know, because it's on Wednesday.
Activating blender.
Funeral's on Monday.
What about the gold, Papa?
Can't you see? The treasure all along. It was you.
Love the eye patch. When does the show open?
March 8th.
Setting reminder to fake your own death on March 8th.
What the?
When you have to do those love scenes with hot guys, is that fun or is that like the worst?
It's the worst.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
Scarlett, this bread is delicious. Did you make it?
Yes, it's from my Gammy's recipe.
Announcement. Gammy is short for she bought it at Whole Foods. Announcement. Colin left the oysters in the car for 5 hours.
It's probably better Alexa can't read your mind.
Bad idea.
What's the game?
This is the danger of AI, that if we are sharing all our information, our data with AI, what AI can do with this information? There's a very interesting case that recently happened of an organization that's being hacked. And then when they were trying to understand how it's being hacked, they discovered that 3 months before, one guy was doing a program and he got an issue in his programming. So he decided to go to ChatGPT and share the code with the ChatGPT for him to get an understanding of what's the issue. And ChatGPT say, here's the issue, fix it. Then later, a hacker used ChatGPT to be able to understand what code the organization is using, and he used that code to hack the organization. So think again, when you are allowing your staff to share private information from your organization over the internet, what can happen when you are using these AI solutions? So can we use AI in our audit? The answer is yes, we can use it. You can go to ChatGPT and you can share general information. You can say, the public information related to the minutes of meetings by our board of directors that published on our website or the news. Please analyze it and tell us what the major issues we need to look at. You can say the financial statement of the organization that already published, you need to analyze it and tell us where the area of risk that we need to focus our audit on. You can tell ChatGPT or any other tool to look at the public information. But once you use private information on a public platform like ChatGPT or any AI tool, they will own this information. And that's the danger. Invasion of privacy is a big issue. The other thing that these models are trained based on large set of data. And sometimes these AI companies, they are stealing our data. The meaning, if you are a journalist, you are writing an article, the AI will go and steal this article, and then when you ask AI, AI will tell you the information. It looks like AI came up with this information. This is why you see in US so many of these news network and companies who are publishing over the internet all this amazing work by paid journalists. They sued these AI companies, and now they are receiving hundreds of millions as a compensation for allowing this AI solution to use the news that they generate. What about you and me? What we share on LinkedIn, what we shared on YouTube, are we getting compensated for? No. These AI are using our information, they are watching our videos, they are reading our blogs, and we are getting zero. Not only zero, we are not getting any more traffic because only AI is watching and reading our stuff over the internet. Humans are using AI to get access to this information. This is why so many organizations today, they say, we don't use AI to steal your information. We actually generate new information based on insight we have. So the unethical use of AI is a big issue. You as an auditor, you need to go to your organization and say, are we using AI in a way we are not violating the privacy of our customers? We are not violating the copyrights of the individuals over the internet? We are in compliance with the rules and regulations or not? Because this is a big issue. The other big issue that today everyone is moving to after the internet, after the fintech, after all this renewable energy, we call it robotics. Organizations say today we are moving to convert and mix all this AI solution with machines who are going to do the task. And machines are very interesting, right? Because look at this company. They bought a machine to do the work. They bought a robot to do all the work. Look how amazing this robot. Sorry, there is a robot. Where's the robot? This is the remote worker in Philippines getting $3.5 for doing the work, appearing as a robot operating in Japan. And this is the actual robot that's sold to the company. This robot is saying, oh, I am an autonomous robot. I can do all the work. See, I can look, I can see, and I can do all the work while the store is closed. But in reality, this is not the actual solution. This is a human who's controlling this machine to do the work. But the company sold it to the retail. We have a new system, robotic solution, that's doing all the work. And everyone says, see, these are our workers. Which one is easier, to create the solution or to hire someone for $3.5 to do the work? Of course, to hire someone, easy. Because to create something like this, you can imagine the research and technology and work and how many issues you are going to face compared to fake it until you make it. Let's do this for a couple of years until we figure out how we create this technology. And by the way, they are using this technology to teach this machine how to perform the task. So once the machine will understand where they need to move, how they need to move, they can fire the worker and the machine will do it because now they understand until they move to another store. This is what's happening today with AI washing. Companies, they have so many big claims, but actually not working in reality. So what we need to look when we look inside your organization. Inside your organization today, we have so many functions, and all these functions are going to be using technology, AI, to automate their work. And these functions are connected between finance, between operation, between back end. What about internal auditors? Why we, as internal auditors, we are not here in the spectrum of work? We come from outside and they say, let's audit finance. Okay, let's go back. Let's go audit HR. Let's go back. Why we are not integrating our work with the system of the organization? This is why they say the old way of doing work is looking at all these fraud areas and saying, how can we come and audit all this fraud area by looking at each one inside the operation? Because fraud today is a big issue. Rather than doing it manually, by going and saying, let's go and do an audit, let's obtain the data from the system, put them in our ACL, in our Excel, analyze them, then come up with a solution. Why we are not doing continuous auditing while the information inside the system in real time? Why we are not integrating our work with the operation of the organization? Today, we can't work in silos. We can't go and say, let's analyze here in Excel and let's give back the feedback. We need to audit in real time. We need to analyze the data in real time. We need to be able to use these AI tools to manage whatever happening in real time, using automation, using analytics, using artificial intelligence. So in that way, work will be done faster and it will be done 24 hours. We are doing continuous audit, real-time audit. We need to use solutions like ChatGPT to automate some of our work. This is a very nice guide published by IIA about how can you use ChatGPT as an internal auditor. And it's focusing on certain fundamentals. What are these fundamentals? For you to use ChatGPT, there are 3 things. Number 1, you need to say to ChatGPT, act as an auditor, act as a fraud manager, act as risk manager, whatever you want. After you give an AI a role, the next task is to go and say, what do you want AI to do? I would like you to analyze the risk. I would like you to redraft the report. And finally, what is the format you are expecting? How many here in the room, they are using AI when they are doing audit? Okay, good. About half of the individuals in the room using AI? Great. What about the rest? The rest, they say, yeah, we don't know how to use AI. Good. Do you know what AI made for? Made for lazy people, which is good. They say it's good to be lazy. Why? Because you will do your work faster, because you don't want to spend so much time. So for the rest of you that you don't know how to use AI, I have a solution for you. Go to AI and say, I work as an auditor in this bank. What question I should ask you to perform the audit? So AI will tell you the questions you should ask them, so you don't have to think about the questions. So look how interesting. AI can actually tell you what you need to ask. Then you can refine these questions and ask AI, so you don't have to think. Always we need to use technology to help us make our work much better. So can we use AI to automate some of our work? Yes, we can do it in risk assessment, right? We can use it in planning the audit. We can use it in writing the report, in conducting the audit. There are so many solutions we can use AI and ChatGPT to automate our work. rather than we do it manually. And at the same time, there are some other solutions that we can create in-house. Some organizations are creating their own AI solution in-house because they don't want to share their information, sensitive data with the public platform, and they are using that to automate their work. So how can we benefit from that? But what I'm here today to speak about actually is a very interesting framework created by IIA. And they are saying auditors today, they need to add another area, another scope where they need to audit, which is, we call it auditing AI capabilities inside your organization. So they created a very nice framework about how can we go and audit AI technology. So this framework focusing on 3 components. The first component is focusing on what we call AI strategy. The second one is speaking about governance, and finally speaking about human factors. So let's speak about this capability. The first one called cyber resilience. If you are creating this AI capability, can you ensure that you have the proper cyber security controls in place? Because you don't want to create AI solution that got all your algorithm and all your information, and then a hacker will hack it. Like what happened with ChatGPT 4 months ago. ChatGPT had been hacked. Oops. Thank God no one stole the algorithm. But we don't know if they stole some data. So you don't want to create a solution that is subject and target for these hackers. Number 2, you need to ensure you have AI capabilities. When you are going to go and tell the board of directors, we implemented this AI solution, you as an auditor, you need to check this AI is actually working or it's fake. Someone manually doing the work, right? Like we show in so many examples, so many of these tech companies, they are doing the work manually, but they are claiming that this is AI. Some of these tech companies, they say, we have a new laptops with AI chip. What is this AI chip? As a special microchip that can do AI capabilities. How can we verify that? So this is why you need to go and tell board of directors, be careful. We can't label everything by AI. We need to make sure it's actual AI working. Otherwise, we are tricking investors. We can have legal issues. This is the first component. The next one is about governance. Can we ensure that the quality of the data that we are using is correct? Because if you have the incorrect data enter into the AI, garbage in, garbage out, what we are going to end up? We are going to end up with disaster, right? So we need to make sure that we have the proper data that AI is analyzing to come up with the outcome. And we need to have proper structure for us to analyze large number of data. If you don't have the platform to handle large number of information, your system can crash and disaster will happen. Also, do we have what we call performance measurement? Are we measuring the performance of this AI to ensure it's achieving the goals that we have? So when they launched ChatGPT, they want to measure the performance of ChatGPT. And they discovered ChatGPT had issue. Why? They asked ChatGPT, can you actually go and see a page that only human can see? Do you know when you go to a page and say, are you human or you are a machine? And you need to verify you are human by looking at a photo or doing a task? Well, ChatGPT can actually do it, or AI can do it. So they went to this system and they say, can you go and look at this page? So the AI said, yes. They say, how? So the AI went over the internet and found a freelancing website. And they hired a guy who's working there to go and click on that. But the guy said, why you are not clicking yourself? So the AI said, because I am a human, but I have disability, so I can't see it properly. Please help me. So the human believed the AI and actually went and they click and verified that he is a human. So the AI was able to access a page that's only accessible by a human. So at the end of the day, we need to see, is this AI doing what they should not do? Are they sharing information with customers or vendor or someone on the internet they should not do? This is why we need to control the AI we create inside our organization. We need to have some rules, some guards to make sure they are not going to go off the rail. And this is something we need to speak with IT about. Also, we need to make sure that this system is not giving us fake information, like what happened with ChatGPT. They asked ChatGPT, can you give us a recipe of brownie? So ChatGPT gave the recipe. Then can you give us the reference? Then ChatGPT gave the reference. Then we asked ChatGPT, we verified the reference on the internet doesn't exist. ChatGPT say, yes, I was offline at that time, I created one. What? This is what we called AI hallucination. The system can give you fake information just to achieve the goal. So never trust ChatGPT 100%. The information needs to be verified. A lawyer trusted ChatGPT and he lost his case in court. Why? Because he went to ChatGPT, he said, give me all the information about this person that he had a case against. ChatGPT collected information, and some of them, they were not correct because it's from the internet. So what happened? He went to the judge and said, oh, I have all this information. The judge said, they don't exist, this information. Where you got them from? Sorry, from ChatGPT. Then he lost the case because they are not real information. You need to verify everything you get from this AI. You need to measure the performance. Also, we need to look at what we call the human factors. We need to look at the ethics. They say when you are implementing AI solution, some will come to you, they say, sorry, you need to give the user option to use a female and male. Not all the time is going to be AI using a female assistant. Why? This is discrimination, right? Also, we need to make sure we are not violating any of the privacy of our customers, of our vendors, of the users. And we need to make sure we have a black box. No, we have a white box. What is a black box? A system that's rejecting a loan application without telling us the reason. Any AI system should explain to us why something is rejected and why something is accepted. So it should be like a white box. And at the same time, we need to focus and ensure that we have the proper system in place. So how can we do this as an auditor? Look at this, as governance. We can go speak with the board of directors and tell them what kind of system we are implementing, how we are going to be thinking about the capabilities, how can we ensure cybersecurity issue is addressed so we can communicate. Or we can go and speak about the human factor. We tell them, what about the ethics issue? Are we addressing all the ethical issues so in that way they are not firing or hiring employee based on algorithm? A human is making the decision based on the policy and procedure inside the organization. Are we addressing the black box issue to ensure the solution is not rejecting a credit card without reason, but actually explaining to us the factors and the reasons? And ensuring always a human inside the organization is making the call, not a machine. The machine can aggregate all the information, give it to the person in charge, and the human will make the judgment decision to decide exactly yes or no, based on all the factors. So what is your role as an auditor? Your role as an auditor to ensure 3 elements. To ensure that we have legal compliance audit done over these AI solutions. To ensure that their technology is working, is not fake. It's not like someone doing it manually, claiming to be a technology. And to ensure at the same time that we have ethics-based system that's not creating discrimination against our customers, against our employees, against any of our vendors. So how can we do this? You need to work with AI, with IT auditors. To audit AI, IT auditors are important. For them to look at the algorithm, you need to go and see this algorithm they are using. What about the process that we have? Is it properly done using the AI system? Or the process is different. I discover so many organizations, especially banks. If you do the process over the internet, it's different if you do the process over the app. It's different if you do the process in the store. Why the process is different? It's the same process. So why we are not streaming the process in the same way? Why we are creating, when you are using AI, the process change? It should follow the same procedure inside the organization. Also, what about the model? Is this model actually achieving the same result we are expecting the model to achieve? There are no errors. Are we using the right information to input inside the system, and are we getting the right output? And finally, what are the parameters that we are controlling the system on? What are the factors? Like some AI solution, they say, you can't give the user more than, for example, 50 characters. You can't give the users more than 10 inputs. So in that way, you need to decide the parameter to control the system. Who is determining that? Who's controlling this AI system to ensure that it's working properly? And learning objective. Are we defining what is the objective of this AI to achieve? And what is the outcome that we need? And ensuring the white box is there. Meaning the system is explaining why he analyzed this data, how he analyzed it, and what is the result, and what's the reason of the result. Auditing the algorithm is very important for us to be able to ensure that our organization are achieving an actual solution, not a fake solution, and the solution is ethical and following the rules and the procedures and the policy inside our organization. But today we are moving to robotics. How can we do it in robotics world?
Good evening. Tonight's top story, a significant leap in robotics. Robots now occupy 20% of jobs across various industries, initially filling labor-intensive roles and now advancing into leadership position. This marks a significant shift in the landscape of employment and technological
Turning to
integration.
more groundbreaking developments, the ascendancy of robots now transcends the corporate sphere, making a profound impact on the world of art. In a historic
So the future
milestone,
news that this is the internal audit department in one of your organizations. This is the internal auditor who's auditing HR. This is the internal auditor who's auditing finance. And here's the chief audit executive ensuring everything is done properly. What is going to happen to us? Someone said AI is going to replace auditors because they can do our work much better, faster, and they can do it more efficiently at a low cost. Do you agree? Do you agree that AI is going to take our job? The answer is yes. AI is going to take the job of an auditor who is not using AI. So for you to keep your job, you need to use AI. Because they discover, based on a research, that AI will do a job much better than a human in so many areas. But a human with AI will do the job better than AI and better than a human. So the integration between human and AI is very important in all the tasks we do. We can't, it's impossible for us to survive in the future without having AI on our side. But the right AI, the correct AI, not the fake AI. Because at the end of the day, what is your role inside your organization? You are existing inside your organization to provide assurance that the success that your managers, your executives are claiming is real, is not fake. And this is not the end of the story. This is not the end of the AI hype. This is just the beginning. We are living in a wonderland with a story never ever after. But your role inside the organization is to make sure that it will have a happy ending. Thank you very much.